It happened in the time it takes to draw a single breath. No warning, no gradual thaw, just a silent, impossible transformation. At 12 o'clock GMT, the world as we knew it ceased to exist. 5 million cubic miles of ice, the frozen legacy of millions of years, vanished. In its place, a wall of water. Imagine the silence of the Arctic being replaced by the roar of 1,000 oceans. Imagine the coastlines of 7 continents being erased by the sea. This is not a slow burn. This is the end of the world's balance. This is the day the ice died. In our reality, ice is the Earth's thermostat. It reflects the sun's fury and locks away the vast majority of our planet's fresh water. It moves in geologic time, inches per year, centuries per epoch. But in this, what if, physics has been rewritten. Every glacier in the Himalayas, every iceberg in the North Atlantic, the massive 2-mile-thick shields of Greenland and Antarctica, all of it, instantly liquid. The thermal energy required for such a change is incomprehensible, but the consequence is immediate. The sea level doesn't just rise, it surges. We are looking at a global sea level increase of approximately 216 feet. To a mountain, it is a puddle. To human civilization, it is an apocalypse. Water is heavy. 1 cubic meter weighs a metric ton. When the ice in Antarctica melts, it releases 26 million gigatons of water. This isn't just more sea. This is a redistribution of the planet's mass. The pressure on the Earth's crust shifts. The weight that once pressed down on the poles is gone. The continents actually begin to rise in a process called post-glacial rebound, but they cannot move fast enough to escape the drowning. The chemistry of the ocean changes in a heartbeat. The salt-heavy currents that drive our weather, the Global Conveyor Belt, are hit with a massive injection of fresh water. The engine of the world's climate has just been flooded. Earth has been ice-free before. During the Eocene epoch, 50 million years ago, palm trees grew in the Arctic, but life had millions of years to adapt. Humanity has built its world on the assumption of stability. 80% of the global population lives within 60 miles of a coast. Our greatest cities, New York, London, Tokyo, Shanghai, Rio de Janeiro, are artifacts of a shoreline that no longer exists. In the real world, we track sea level rise in millimeters. We argue over inches. Today, those arguments are drowned. The coastal execution, the surge hits the coastlines. In low-lying areas like Florida, the Netherlands, and Bangladesh, there is no escape. The water moves faster than a car can drive. The infrastructure collapse. Every major port on Earth is underwater. Global trade stops. The internet, largely carried by undersea cables that make landfall at the coast, begins to flicker and die as inland stations are submerged. Day 1. The toxic tide. The ocean isn't just water anymore. It is a slurry of everything we left behind. Refineries, chemical plants, and sewage systems are overwhelmed. The new ocean is a toxic soup, poisoning the very land it has claimed. Week 1. The Great Migration. 2 billion people are on the move. There is no government on Earth equipped to handle 1 billion refugees in 7 days. Resource wars break out over the high ground. Month 1. The weather revolts without the Global Conveyor Belt. The North Atlantic becomes unnervingly cold, while the tropics superheat. Massive, permanent storms, fueled by the vast new surface area of warm water, batter the new shorelines. The Earth will survive. It has been a water world before, and it will be again. But the what-if world we created here is a mirror. It shows us how fragile our solid ground truly is. We live at the mercy of the ice. It is the silent guardian of our borders, our climate, and our history. When the ice melts, the map of the world doesn't just change. It disappears. We are left as a species of the high ground, looking down at the ruins of a civilization that thought it could ignore the frost. The water is still. The cities are silent beneath the waves. But as the air grows heavy with the humidity of 1 trillion tons of new vapor, a new question arises. If the water took our past, what will the heat take from our future? And what if, instead of the world drowning, it simply stopped spinning? What do you think of this what-if direction? Would you like to dive deeper into the specific fate of a certain city, or should we refine the cause and effect sequence for a different scenario?